Hey, what's up you guys? Craft Farms here. Welcome back to another video here on Forest River, North Dakota. So we've gotten some stuff done. 33 and 38 are seeded into grass. 35 is seeded into wheat. And I've got 2 rounds around field 61 here of oats. But we gotta do a little fill up here quick. Because I am running low on seed. So we are going to top this guy off. And since we're stopped and filling anyways, we're going to fill up fertilizer and just get that topped off. Because, I mean, we're half full yet, but then we should hopefully have enough to do this field. Of both seed and fertilizer, I'm hoping. In theory. Come on. Why don't you want to fill? There we go. Now we got her. All right. Get everything closed up. And we'll get it fired back up. We did kick up the speed a little, just kind of trying to get some stuff done here. So we're going to make 2 more rounds around this field here. And then we'll be good to go up and down on it. It definitely doesn't use as much fertilizer as the wheat did. So we still got quite a bit of work left ahead of us here for the month. We got to finish this field, and then we have our 2, let's see which ones, 66 and 67 need to be put into sunflowers yet, and then we have to go back and roll everything still. So we will have a good bit of work just for the month. And then of course tomorrow we gotta top cows off. Because they are going through food every day, so but now that we have given them a fair amount of food and straw, I'm hoping that every day if we just give them 1 bale and 1 load of straw, they should be content. So I think what we're gonna do now, since we're in the warm weather time, we will probably pull one of the loader tractors out, and we'll leave a loader tractor and the bale processor over at the straw building, and then We'll leave the mixer wagon just pulled into the feed building there, because we don't have to worry about keeping them in the heated building for now, for quite a while. So those we can just leave outside. And every day we're getting one step closer to our first round of calves. I think what we're going to do this first year is we'll probably keep all of our heifers, and then probably sell off our steers. We'll see, we'll see what we get in terms of animals. I mean, if we get a bunch of steers and no heifers, then we'll just keep all of our heifers. And if we get a whole bunch of heifers and not many steers, then we'll sell some of our heifers off too. And then just to kind of help speed things along, we'll probably have one or two videos of, probably 2 videos of planting. So, because I'm putting this video up right after recording, so this is Monday, so Tuesday and Wednesday we'll have planting, then we'll do 1 day of rolling on Thursday, and then hopefully, if I can make everything kind of work this week, because I ended up getting busy at the end of last week. That's why there was no video Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I just didn't have a chance to get anything recorded, and Saturday I ended up working. Sunday, I was doing a bunch of running around, picking some stuff up, and doing some paperwork, things like that, so just didn't get a chance to get anything recorded over the weekend, but I'm hoping this coming up weekend to have video on the Storla, South Dakota map on 25. Actually, I think 3 headlands will work. We're gonna make it work. It's a big enough field. But yeah, so hopefully this weekend we'll get into some 25. That is my hope. Hoping that everything kind of works a little better this week. So we'll kind of see how things go. But that is this weekend's plan. There have been a lot of good new mods coming out for 25 from what I've been seeing. I haven't had a chance to go look at any. I'm hoping to do that here this evening yet. Get caught up on a bunch of them. I gotta get caught up on some server mods anyways, and hopefully get a chance to jump on it tonight. So be checking out some stuff and hopefully get a good lineup of equipment for the Storla map. So we will have 2 series going where we're running grain and cattle, but we can't really run a map around Sunny Farms without running cows. So we are still sitting pretty good on fuel in this tractor too. I'm kind of surprised. We've covered a lot of ground for it to still be above half a tank of fuel. Seems to have a little bit of nicer fuel average than a real 90. Well, I guess this is a 9430. So it may not use as much as a 9630, I guess. I know our 9630 likes to drink fuel. I guess it depends on what we use it for, though. I know the 8R that we run on the corn planter, that guy, usually I can go 2 days before I have to fill any fuel on that guy. And I think roughly about the same for the DEF fluid. This is a fairly large field. I think in the next couple of seasons, when we go to till up our 2 hay fields to switch things out, I think we're gonna use this field for a hay field. This is a nice sized field. I think it would be pretty good for a hay field, and it's right next to our hay yard anyways. So that would make that way nicer for hauling hay. Field 38 there isn't too bad. It's right across the road. 35's a little more of a travel, but that even still is not all that bad. So, can't complain. We do have a pretty good layout for the most part. I'm hoping next season to pick up some more fields, maybe get down here, get like 70, 58, and then kind of work our way up and slowly work on owning kind of this whole, well, just about half of the field, but, or the map, but kind of work on owning this east side here. Eventually, I'd like to be farming the entire map, but we shall see in time. Give me one sec here, folks. Okay. Alright, we are back. I had to take that phone call quick. But, yeah, like I was saying, eventually I would like to try to be farming the whole area. It's definitely going to be a big undertaking. And down the road, as we expand, I would like to look into buying this yard back here and see if we could buy it, and if we can end up buying that yard, we would knock out the tree line right here and expand over to put up more bins, more buildings, whatever. Because I don't really want to expand into this field anymore than what, what we have. If we can't end up purchasing the neighbor's yard, then we'll just knock out the trees behind the cow barn over there and just expand over into 38. Because we can expand that way quite a ways. And we can also, too, we can knock out a lot of trees around the yard, like back by the bin site. We can knock some of those trees out, and we could expand that way a little bit, too. So we do have a lot of possibilities for expanding. It's definitely very accurate. 9x30s are very rough riding. This whole 9000 series. I know our 9630 is rough, especially compared to something such as our 8R. It is definitely much rougher than our 8R is. But I do really like our 9630. These older, I should say, tractors, definitely a powerhouse, that's for sure. And no emissions on it, so that's also always nice. You can get that raw power out of it. Ooh, and the drill is sliding. There's one downside to this air seeder model. This one, the toe between where the toolbar's in back and the cart's up here, and then also the 60-foot version, they all do kind of slide if you are turning a little quicker than what it likes, which is not very much. It does not like to turn very quick. I'd say we're just about halfway through this field. Helps now we are going to have shorter rounds. Those were the longest of them. Or, well, not really, I guess. We are now into the longer rounds. But they do shrink steadily. And we are still 63% on seed, so I think we should be able to finish this field on what we have. And then after this, I think the only thing... Oh, we do have sorghum to put in with this as well, so it will see quite a few more acres before it is through for the year. Because if I remember right, sorghum we have to wait until April with. Yep. So yeah, 3 of our crops, well, not counting grass, but 3 of our crops can get seeded now, and then the other 3 are April. So it does kind of work out good. Then we kind of split things up a little bit. Once we get turned around here, we'll take a peek at harvest periods. Kind of see when we're going to get busy with combines. Okay, I did drop it down. Okay, so wheat will be in August. Oats we can cut in July, so that'll be kind of nice. We can get those off. Get that straw baled up. Corn will be September. Flowers will be October. Beans will be October. And sorghum is also in August. So we can start in July. We can get one crop knocked off at least. And then August will be a pretty busy one with wheat and sorghum. And then we'll see September, maybe get our corn knocked out. At least we don't have to worry about doing any silage this year. That'll help, just because we are sitting on quite a bit of it. Which reminds me, we should take a peek at our production menus and see where we're sitting at for feed and things like that, to see if we're going to have to load the feed building up with anything. So let's take a peek at that quick. Silage, so we got 108 yards fermented already in that one, and 108 in here. Our TMR, so we have 83 stored, and we got a lot of everything else in here yet. So we should be good for a little while yet. At least another couple months, I would say, before we have to worry about adding anything in the feed building. And so for the mineral feed, we'll probably just buy it through the production menu. You know, just clicking on it, going here, and then clicking buy. Rather than messing around with any pallets or anything like that, just to make life a little easier. So I don't think we're going to get this field finished in this episode, which is okay. Because what I'm going to do is off camera, I will get everything finished up in this field, and I'll get the drill topped back off, and probably both trucks as well. And then I'll get this set aside and ready for April. And then I'll get the planter, and I'll get that full, the tender trailer full, or the seed tender full, and then get the liquid fertilizer trailer full as well. And then probably top fuel off in this guy while it's sitting in the yard. And then we will be ready to go for tomorrow to start getting sunflowers in the ground. I think we could put them in with the drill. I have seen people put it in real life with a drill, but they don't work out quite the same, mainly because you're not putting it down with a row crop planter or, you know, seeder of any kind, but you're cutting them with a row crop header. So it does kind of mess with things. you can see we did get the stainless meters. And we've got white hoses. Pretty close to our setup in real life, only we have the big floater tires in the back instead of the duals. Ours does not have a conveyor on it. We just use our Brandt conveyors to load. And then we have a different setup on the fan. We actually have there's a heater on it for like drying fertilizer if it's, you know, kind of a dreary day or something like that, or anything like that. And so we have two large tubes that run from the fan, and they're bolted on right here. Otherwise, well, and we have kind of like a grayish hose on ours. Different gauge wheels. Otherwise, it's the same, and ours isn't the new model. Ours is 1895. So we actually have the 3 ranks. So technically this drill wouldn't actually be putting fertilizer down. It would just be seeding. Unless these new style ones have it where it does it differently, but I don't believe that a 2-rank toolbar would be putting fertilizer. I guess it would be putting your starter fertilizer down, but ours, we have an 1895 toolbar, so ours has the 3rd rank, and so ours has the ability to put, we put urea down with it. So it's similar. It's as close as I can get it, and we run a different tractor on ours. So it's close, but not quite the same. For 40%, that thing is down there. The back tank, or the middle tank, hasn't been touched. Front is getting down there. I don't know if the fill plane of the front tank goes all the way down and then it pulls out of the middle. Never really paid attention to how that works. I normally try not to run completely out, so I never really get the chance to see for sure. So we're showing 108 acres on here so far. So let's see here. I'll go in my notes. So actually we're above. We're quite a ways above. With our grass fields and our wheat field, we'd be at 66. And then this field is 40 acres. So we would be at 106. But, of course, with this, it's counting everything, so anytime that the toolbar is down, it's counting, so it'll count our overlap as well, which is okay. That's about how it is in real life too. So Alright, so we're gonna finish off this pass so I can get this video finished up and get it up for you guys here yet tonight. And then I will, like I said, finish this off camera and get set up for tomorrow. So that's going to do it for today, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, folks, we'll catch y'all in the next video.